All right, today's quote is, "My purpose in persuasion is to help people take action, not just agree." Now, this sounds so obvious. It's one of those things that it you almost have to read it again and think about it again, because you know that you're trying to get somebody to make a purchase, sign the contract, whatever that is, the product or service that you're selling, you're trying to get them to do that. But a lot of times people think they're focused on the goal of talking somebody into changing their mind, right? Getting them to agree and say, "You're right, that is a good product. You're right, I should buy that." But if you've been in sales a long time, you've had way too many times where you get somebody to agree with you and they still don't buy it. They'll say, and it's one of the most frustrating things you can have, "Oh, you're absolutely right. I 100% agree. You're completely right. That's totally true. I absolutely should do it. I'm just not going to do it." Right? So the goal is not to get somebody to agree with you. And the example that I would give this to is many, many years ago, studying martial arts, and some of you have probably done this, where you break a board. And you've seen people probably try to break a board and not break a board, just hurt their hand. And generally, one of the problems with that, of course, confidence and knowing that you can do it. But one of the keys to it is that you're not aiming at the board, you're aiming through the board, right? And so if my goal is to hit the board, I could just hit the board and not break it. But if I'm aiming through the board, I know my target is actually here behind the board, I'm a lot more likely to just go right through that board. That board is just in the way of getting to where I'm going. And in the same way in sales, I don't want to focus on hitting the board, which is getting them to agree with me, getting them to say I'm right, or convincing them of something. That's not my goal. If I focus too much on that, I will get that, right? I'll hit the board. I'll get them to admit that I'm right, but I don't get past that to where the sale is made, they take action, they change their behavior, they sign the contract, whatever that might be. So always remember, that is the goal. Getting them to agree with you is a step along the way, but your goal is to get them to take action. Anything short of getting them to take action, I'm not making a sale. That's it for today. We'll talk to you again soon.